All right, Gabriel Clevenger here again, pastor at the table. This is the second installment of Faith and CrossFit. One thing that's been obvious during the coronavirus shutdown is the use of video conferencing to do all kinds of things. People are working at home, attending staff meetings, and the memes and the jokes have been a dime a dozen about the sales of shirts going up while sales of pants are going down because people aren't wearing pants on their video meetings. Some gyms or groups have been offering group workouts by video. There have been people who have gotten famous really quickly for their YouTube channels where they offer workouts for people. There are all kinds of free options out there as well for people to watch good workouts and play along, as it were. The owner with whom I was having this conversation admitted that he had thought about offering video workouts, but there were all kinds of difficulties with it. And he had decided against it because of the hassle it would be to try to line up communication with those folks involved. And can you imagine trying to do burpees or sprints in your living room or trying to do that by a Zoom call? I'm sure there are lots of people who have benefited from having access to video workouts. And I'm sure there are lots who have appreciated the chance to get to connect with folks from their gym and work out, quote unquote, together in different places. But this takes us to a larger discussion. I've heard a lot of chirping about how we'll find out that a lot of jobs for which people were not allowed to work from home now must be allowed for those people to work from home. Staff meetings are taking place online. All of a sudden, every pastor online is technically a televangelist, right? Because meetings are not allowed. I've been on Zoom calls in the last month with people from 2 continents interviewing a job applicant from a 3rd continent. We may have figured out how to keep the ball rolling. And there was this optimism with many that we were going to find out that everything we had done in person could now be done just as well online. Church, work, everything. But I'll argue that it's only taken 6 or 8 weeks for us to figure out that that's not true. To be sure, in a pinch or just as a stopgap, online has been a serious advantage. And for people now able to have doctor visits virtually, it has literally been a lifesaver. But there's a difference between online options being available during this time and online replacing what we had done before. I believe the confusion here is bound up in a confusion over what we actually do. All too often we assume that the majority of what we're doing is information transfer, right? So we just need to get certain information from one place or person to the next. But let's think about that for a minute. In our 2 environments that we're considering here, is that really what's going on in these videos here? Getting the right information is important, but when everything else is taken away, we realize how important the other stuff actually is. For you gym folks, is it all about knowing the information about how to do a certain movement? Or is it just as or more important to have experience doing that movement? Maybe more. Something as simple as an air squat's not a lot of information to take in, but how hard is it to do it right every time? And you can get the feedback you need from your coach in a video conference? I don't think so. Now for faith. Christianity is a 2,000-year-old tradition with its roots in Judaism that go back way further. And there's a lot of knowledge and information there. But even if you could get every bit of information available in your mind, it would not make a bit of difference if your living didn't change. We're not just brains on a stick moving about by information. We need experience. We need knowledge in the hands, so to speak. Our faith involves knowledge, or at least knowledge of at least 2 kinds. There's the kind of knowledge that you read about that changes how you look at things, and then there's the kind of knowledge that I heard someone one time compare to carrying a cat by its tail. There's no way to describe that or to relate it to someone, right? That's something that you have to experience. Now, I'm not advocating animal cruelty or anything. That's just a helpful example that I think we can all kind of say, oh, goodness, yeah, that's a different kind of knowledge. But once someone has experienced carrying a cat by the tail, if you choose to take that up, I wouldn't advise it, that knowledge cannot be forgotten or misinterpreted. People can know all sorts of things about me, facts, details, information, but without experience of me or my experience of someone else, there's not that real kind of knowing or understanding of people. They could know, but they can know about, but they don't really know. And it's the same with Jesus. So whether we're talking about a workout or developing as a disciple of Jesus, online platforms and offerings can help in a pinch or help remind us of things we already know, but they do not compare to good old-fashioned showing up in person. Again, any kinds of questions, or if you disagree with me, whatever it is, I'll be glad to talk to you in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the table pages so you can catch these videos when they come out. If I can help you with anything, if I can pray with you about anything, or help you get through something, please let me know as well. God bless you. I hope to see you soon.